Shabbat Shalom. Please, wow. Please come have a seat. As the rabbi untangles himself, please come in and have a seat. Come in and get settled. I want to thank you all for being here tonight. I have no idea what's going to happen, but I'm thrilled to see all of you here for our Shabbat and for dinner afterwards and whatever else is happening in between. I just want to, besides my appreciation, one of the things we're doing tonight is introducing an old prayer book in a new way. Our ritual committee and Sacred Living Committee, but our ritual committee at Orkadosh years ago began a project to write a prayer book, and we've been editing it for, where's Betsy? It seems like 15 years. Yeah, there she is. So how many years have we been working on this? It's like 15. 20. So we've been working on this for 20 years, and I just talked to a friend of mine in Michigan. Some of you know Rabbi Paul Yedwab, and he wrote his own prayer book for his congregation, and in the opening it says, you need a new prayer book for your synagogue every 10 years. So it took us a long time. So in your pews, and this is not the formal introduction of the prayer book, but in the pews is the prayer book we're going to be using this evening. I want to thank the Ritual Committee from Orkadosh, the Sacred Living Committee from Kol Ami for the final editing that we've all done together. And just so I want to point out, there are a lot of, they're called Easter eggs that are in here. I know we're Jewish, but for those of you who know computers, Easter eggs are hidden treasures that are found within, and there are Easter eggs in our prayer book. We're not going to go through them tonight, but I just wanted to share the photographs on the cover and inside are from our beloved photographer and member, Howard Paley. And then, what an amazing idea, the ketubah that we have outside the door, we got permission from the artist to use part of her artwork for Kol Ami here on the back cover. So those are just two of the little Easter eggs. So I'm going to let the cantor and the band open up our service. I believe it's Hine Matov on page 86. Hine Matov, page 86.
Hine Matov, Umanayim, Shevet Achim, Gam Yachad. Hine Matov, Umanayim, Shevet Achim, Gam Yachad.
How good it is!
How good it is!
How sweet it is!
How sweet it is to be together on this day.
How good it is!
How good it is.
How sweet it is!
How sweet it is to be together on this day. Hine Matov, Umanayim, Shevet Achim, Gam Yachad. Hine Matov, Umanayim, good it is.
How sweet it is.
How sweet it is to be together on this day. Hine ma tov u'manayim shevet achim gam yachad. Hine ma tov u'manayim shevet achim gam yachad.
Shabbat Shalom, everybody. Shabbat Shalom. I want to know if a certain Gary Kipper is here in the congregation. Make yourself known.
He's not.
Okay, just checking in. So I just want to welcome everybody. I want to tell Rabbi Lockheim that he thinks he's going to retire, but I don't know. We might try and suck you in, and if you get plaintive cries down the phone from me saying, "Can you just come back for a bit and help me out?" then I'm sure you'll understand. So thank you in advance for that. And I want to thank our staff and volunteers at the back. Thank you so much to Sherry and Mindy and Rena and Ava and Michelle. We really appreciate you giving a warm welcome to people who are coming in. But I do we have a Marsha Lockheim in the congregation? Yeah, saw you right there. Okay, you're going to come up here, Marsha. We're looking at the candle blessing on page 4. I suggest Rabbi Lockheim join Marsha down there.
Okay. Responsively, in the beginning there was darkness, and the Spirit of God hovered over the darkness.
For some, darkness is a place of fear and of the unknown. For us, it is from darkness that the work of creation begins.
Then God created light, and the work of creation was begun.
As we kindle the Sabbath lights, we remember the majesty of creation and rejoice in our ability to be one with creation.
Light is a symbol of warmth and unity. It binds us together with Jews of all lands who are kindling the Sabbath lights.
These Sabbath candles give light to all who behold them.
So may we by our lives give light to all who behold us.
We light these candles to welcome this sacred day of joy and rest. As the candle light illuminates us, we pray that we too may become a light in the darkness.
We pray for the spiritual well-being of our families, friends, congregation, community, and world. With the lighting of these candles, we proclaim this space holy, and we proclaim this time holy. Blow it out, Marcia.
Did not mean to burn the place down. Baruch atah Adonai, Eloheinu melech haolam, asher kidshanu b'mitzvotav, v'tzivanu lahadlik ner shel Shabbat.
Baruch atah Adonai, Eloheinu melech haolam, asher kidshanu b'mitzvotav, v'tzivanu lehadlik ner shel Shabbat.
Here, take this.
We continue on page 8.
Lecha lecha dodi, lika lika kala, lelei pelei Shabbat leka bela. Lecha lecha dodi, lika krakala, pene pene Shabbat nekabela la la, leha leha dodi, likra likra kala, pene pene Shabbat nekabela, leha leha dodi, likra likra kala, pene pene Shabbat nekabela. Shamor bezachor v'dibor echad, Ishmi'anu el ha-meyuchad, Adonai echad u'shemo echad. L'shemo tiferet v'liti la 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 hadodi, likra likra kala, penei penei Shabbat nekabela, leha leha dodi, likra likra kala, penei penei Shabbat nekabela. Likrat Shabbat lehu v'necha, ki mekor ha'beracha, merosh mikadem mesuha, sof ma'aseh b'mashtavarti la 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 lecha dodi, likra likra kala, penei penei Shabbat nekabela, leha leha dodi, likra likra kala, penei penei Shabbat nekabela.
We rise to welcome Shabbat. Bo'ii v'shalom, ateret bala, gam besimcha u'vetzola. Bo'ii chala, lecha lecha dodi, likra likra kala, penei penei Shabbat nekabela, lecha lecha dodi, likra likra kala, penei penei Shabbat nekabela. Barechu et Adonai hamevorach, Baruch Adonai hamevorach, hamevorach le'olam va'ed. We are on page 14. Shema Yisrael, Adonai Eloheinu, Adonai Echad. 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 Baruch Shem Kevod Malchuto, Le'olam va'ed. Baruch Shem Kevod Malchuto, Le'olam va'ed. Shema Yisrael, Adonai Eloheinu, Adonai Echad. Shema Yisrael, Adonai Eloheinu, Adonai Echad. Please be seated. La, 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 la. La 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 la, la 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 la, la 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 la, la 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 la, la 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 la.
נפשך ובכל מאודיך. לי, 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 והיו הדברים האלה אשר אנוכי מצווה היום על לבביך. לי, 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 ושבתך בביתך ובלכתך בדרך ושוכבך וקומך ושרתם לאותו ידיך והיו לטוטפות בין עיניך וכתבתם על מזוזות ביתך
Folks, just because we've got such a big crowd this evening, if you could just be aware of the spaces around you, and if there's space in the middle of your row, push towards that so we can fit some more people on the end. But we're towards the middle of page 15. All this we hold to be true and sure. You alone are our God, and we, Israel, are called to your service.
We are witness and participants in God's covenant for justice and peace.
You do wonders without number, marvels that pass our understanding.
You keep our feet from faltering.
You help us survive our daily struggles.
You did wonders for us in the land of Egypt, miracles and marvels in the land of Pharaoh.
We are free to lift up the fallen and bring healing to those suffering in our midst.
When Moses, Miriam, the people stood at the shore of Freedom's Sea, they sang this song to you with great joy.
In a round. So this half is going to sing with them, and then this half is going to start with me after. Ready?
Amoha ba'elim Adonai barabara Amoha nedar b'kodesh Norate ba'elim Adonai Osef melech Osef melech
See, when you face backwards, you don't know when we end. It's okay. We're continuing now with Vishamru on page 16, I think. 17.
ושמרו בני ישראל את השבת, לעשות את השבת לדורותם ברית עולם. ושמרו בני ישראל את השבת, לעשות את השבת לדורותם לדורותם ברית עולם.
כי ששת ימים עשה אדוני, עשה אדוני,
את השמיים ואת הארץ ושמרו בני ישראל את השבת, לעשות את השבת לדורותם ברית עולם.
וביום השביעי שבת וינפש, שבת וינפש,
שבת וינפש ושמרו בני ישראל את השבת, לעשות את השבת לדורותם ברית עולם.
I love the pedal, Chris. I still love that. God of Israel, may our worship on this Shabbat bring us nearer to all that is high and holy. May it bind the generations in bonds of love and sharing, and unite us with our people in common hope and faith. And through Shabbat rest and worship, may we learn to find fulfillment and joy in the vision of peace for all the world. Please rise. Page 18.
Adonai. Svatai tiftach. La da 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 dum. Ufi yakid. Ufi yakid. Tehilatecha. Adonai. Da 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 dum. Svatai tiftach. Ba da 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 dum. Ufi yakid. Ufi yakid. Tehilatecha. Adonai. Svatai tiftach. Ufi yakid. Ufi yakid. Tehilatecha.
Baruch atah Adonai, Eloheinu
Elohei
v'Elohei
Avotenu v'Imotenu, Elohei Avraham, Elohei Yitzchak, Elohei Yaakov, Elohei Sarah, Elohei Rivka, Elohei Leah, Elohei Rachel, Ha'el Hagadol, Hagibor v'Hanora, Elyon, Gomel Chasadim Tovim, וקונה הכל, וזוכר חסדי אבות ואימהות, ומביא גאולה לבני בניהם, למען שמו באהבה, מלך עוזר ומושיע ומגן, ברוך אתה אדוני, מגן אברהם, בעזרת שרה, אתה גיבור לעולם אדוני, מחיי הכל אתה רב להושיע, מכלכל חיים בחסד, מחיי הכל ברחמים רבים, צומח נופלים ורופא חולים, ומתיר אסורים, ומקיים אמונתו לשני עפר. מי כמוך בעל גבורות, ומי דומה לך, מלך ממית ונאמן אתה לחיות הכל. ברוך אתה אדוני מחיי הכל. אתה קדוש ושמך קדוש, וקדושים בכל יום יעללוך סלה. ברוך אתה אדוני האל הקדוש. Let's take a few moments for silent prayer, either standing or sitting, until page 24. Shalom Biroma, Hu Yaseh Shalom Aleinu, Ve'al Kol Yisrael, Ve'al Kol Yoshvei Tevel, Ve'imru, Shalom Biroma, Hu Yaseh Shalom Aleinu, Ve'al Kol Yisrael, Ve'al Kol Yoshvei Tevel, Ve'imru, Amen. Ya la 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 la, ya la 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 la, ya la 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 la, ya la 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 la, ya la 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 la.
So folks, if you're watching from home, now would be the time to add a name for the healing prayer, if you so wish. We do want to mention those who have recently been added to our central list. David Cooper, Belle Rosenberg, Jean-Marie Levy, Carrie Fishman, Alan Sharon Tucci, and Yafa Batyenta. If there's anybody here in the room who wants to add a name for healing, then now would be the moment. Yeah. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Sharon. Thank you so much.
Dana's right there.
Okay.
Renee.
Thank you for directing me, everyone. Yes. Okay.
Jacob. Thank you.
Thank you so much. Did I miss anyone?
Yes.
Appreciate it. Yeah. Yeah, over there?
No, they were scratching their head.
They're scratching their heads, okay. Everyone keep their hands in the pockets. We appreciate you adding those names for healing, and you can find that prayer on page 25.
You may rise if you like.
Now, I'd like to call on Bree Feingold and Ben Goldberg to come up here now. Come up here. Come on, you folks were the brainchild behind this particular event this evening. You really pushed for this wonderful tribute to Rabbi Lockheim. So you get to come up here, take center stage. Absolutely you do. Thank you so much.
Shabbat Shalom. My name is Bree Feingold, and Ben Goldberg and I, being some of the youngest old people on the board, volunteered to co-chair this friendly Shabbat program in honor of Rabbi Tom Lockheim. So thank you, our Kahila, our community, for taking the time to come here today in the synagogue of Kol Ami, all our people. I'm so happy to see us all here. We're here to bear witness to the lasting effects of a leader who's helped us launch into this new chapter. My first encounter with Rabbi Lockheim was in the midst of shul shopping about 12 years ago. I had just finished 7 years, the biblical number of grad school, in coastal California, and his warm welcome reassured me that Tucson and Arizona are more diverse and more accepting than the national media would have had me believe. So over the past decade, I have interacted with the rabbi as we went through COVID, as a board trustee seeking to merge two congregations, and as a religious school teacher to middle school students. So I have seen his concern for the longevity of our Reformed Jewish community, his playful attitude with the kids who approach the bima, and his dedication to educating teens and children, as well as his passion for social action and involvement in the larger community. As we honor Rabbi Lockheim tonight for his years of service to the Jewish community of Tucson, we're thankful that he's chosen to continue on as emeritus rabbi. Present today are families who have been impacted over several generations by his leadership and teaching. Also present are those who've recently been welcomed by him into our community. Tonight you'll hear briefly from just a few of those people, including my co-chair for this event, Ben Goldberg.
Thank you, Bree. Shabbat Shalom. My name is Benjamin Goldberg, and I'm honored to help host this event with Bree. The retirement of a rabbi is an infrequent occasion in the life of a congregation, but represents much more than an employee stepping back from their duties. Rabbi Lockheim has been a visionary leader of the Jewish community of Southern Arizona for decades, and his influence will persist for far longer than that into the future. I'm reminded of when I first encountered Rabbi Lockheim in his then new role as junior rabbi at Temple Emmanuel, and was impressed by his eloquence and open demeanor. I thought we were lucky to have him on the clergy team. Alas, changes were made and Rabbi Lockheim left Temple but did not leave Tucson. Soon enough, a new congregation, Or Kadash, was founded under his leadership and has thrived. When my kids were very young, we enrolled them in the Bob and Olga Strauss ECE here at Temple Emmanuel, and were members of the congregation for many years. One by one, my three kids grew out of the ECE and went off to Tucson Hebrew Academy. We took this opportunity to investigate other congregations and quickly settled on Or Kadash. It was the culture of friendliness and inclusivity that Rabbi Lockheim had fostered that drew us in. Now we have come full circle, back to the beautiful stained glass at 225 North Country Club, and now known as Kolami Synagogue. The two congregations are unified into one strong and welcoming community. This is just a piece of the legacy that Rabbi Lockheim will leave for generations of Jews, and we all wish him the most restful of retirements. However, after just hearing some details of his future plans for projects such as working with interfaith leaders, working with the Black community and new immigrants, as well as putting together a family cookbook, he may be busier than ever. From myself and the rest of the board and the congregation, we thank you for everything and wish you all possible success. So next we have a video greeting. This young, energetic couple have both recently passed their bar exams and moved into a new phase of their careers. Rabbi Lockheim recently stood under the chuppah with them and guided Thomas in his conversion. Samantha and Thomas Rapp.
Hi, Rabbi Lockheim. Mazel tov on your retirement from being a rabbi at Kol Ami. Your congregants are going to greatly miss you. You've been a fabulous mentor and gotten us all through a lot of good and bad times. So thank you so much, and we hope you visit.
And I second that. You've been a great mentor to all of your congregants through major life events, whether it be bar mitzvahs, life events such as weddings, which we would know about, and then also funerals. And you've just been a great asset to the temple, and you're going to be sorely missed.
Thank you so much. Bye.
This young woman is one of Rabbi Lockheim and Mitch Dorson's gang of kids from Temple Emmanuel back in the day. Rabbi Lockheim was at her bar mitzvah, confirmation, and wedding.
Hi, Rabbi. It's Alana. I'm so excited that I can be a part of your retirement ceremony or whatever we're calling it. I was grateful that Marcia reached out and asked me to make a video for you. I wish I could be there. I just wanted to take some time to express a great deal of gratitude to you for who you've been for the Jewish community, who you've been for my family, who you were for my father. You were not only a colleague to him, but a dear, dear friend. And I feel like the two of you together could just conquer the world. Definitely the world I was living in. I feel like I learned so much about standing up for what you believe in, for everything that you both went through. Those life lessons have always really stuck with me and a lot of my friends. During that time, you were at my bat mitzvah. You married Mike and I 15 years ago. You just have been such a huge part of my life and a huge part of the Jewish community. And I hope you can really look back and be proud of the work you did, the kids you inspired, the marriages you initiated, the messages you sent, the praying you did, everything you've done. It's just remarkable. And now you deserve to pass the torch. I heard the new rabbi is phenomenal, and enjoy your family. Mwah.
Now we'd like to welcome up Jennifer Edgington with Asher and Matt. Jennifer was bat mitzvahed, their son bar mitzvahed, and Jen and Matt married by Rabbi Lochheim.
Well, there's a whole list.
And- Sorry, yes.
Can't see over it. Okay, so as I'm sure everyone here has been a part of the community for a while, Rabbi Tom Lochheim has been a part of all of my family's most memorable moments. One of my first Jewish memories is my consecration with Tom and Mitch Dorson leading our class. I remember Hebrew school around his dining room table, and when my family followed him and became one of the one or two, did we count separate? Founding families of Or Hadash. I remember being asked.
The most important family.
Thanks. It's because we're up here in front right now. I remember being asked as a child how I knew I was Jewish, and my response was that I was Jewish because Tom Lochheim was my rabbi. Until recently, he's really the only rabbi I can remember having. Strictly by the numbers, Tom has been with 4 generations of our family as we celebrated 5 B'nai Mitzvot, 1 conversion, 2 weddings, 1 50th anniversary vow renewal, in which he was accused of crashing the party, 5 births, 3 Brit Milah, 2 baby namings, and held our hands through 6 funerals. I think anytime someone retires, we reflect on what we've learned from them. While I'm sure we've all learned a million facts and details from Tom, the most valuable thing that I learned is that it's okay to question the world around me. I've always felt not only comfortable, but encouraged to question our traditions, our rules, as well as my own spirituality. I never felt guilty prioritizing activities when my secular life conflicted with my Jewish life. I felt encouraged to progress through the life stages the children of the 4 questions represent. On a side note, I like to think of the wicked child more as rebellious, and I'm sure we've all gone through that stage. I felt comfortable choosing to lead High Holy Day services and Passover Seders from my dorm room and out in nature because it felt more spiritual that day than visiting congregations I didn't know. So, thank you, Rabbi. Thank you for teaching me to be Jewish. Thank you for teaching me to balance Jewish decisions for myself and my family. And most importantly, thank you for being there for my family, both when we needed you and when we wanted you.
This matriarch of our congregation has been there every step of the way alongside Rabbi Lochheim, guitar in hand. She brings a wealth of knowledge about music, Jewish culture, and spirituality, and has a commanding presence on the bima. Cantor Cohen, please come up.
Started a long time ago. I think probably, other than Deb, I've known Tom longer than anybody else here, and Marcia, of course. But I met Tom and Marcia at the same time. We were at Hebrew Union College at the same time in Los Angeles. But we really got to know each other because of a fateful day at Ace Hardware. My father went into Ace Hardware, and Tom was there buying God knows what. And my dad said, guess what? Janice is moving back to Tucson. That afternoon, I got an email saying, would you be my cantor for the High Holy Days? And this was in 1999, at the beginning of the year. It was amazing. You should know that at the beginning of your career, you move from congregation to congregation. Every 4 or 5 years, I never left. Once I started working with Rabbi Lockheim, and I'll tell you the number one reason why, it's because I said to him at the beginning of my tenure, I said, would it be okay if I said something before I sang? He never should have said yes. But he gave me permission in the most beautiful way. He said, I love learning from you. Don't ever ask me permission again. Just talk. Big mistake. But since tonight, it's really going to be hard for me to say what I need to say. I've asked some friends to help me. You might want to go down there and hear this. Thank you. Now speak.
Now it's time for the rebuttal. No, there's no rebuttal. I'm gonna share a joke that I shared with Michael earlier, and he grimaced. I'm just gonna share because it's important. Marcia also grimaced. A guy walks into a bar, and he asks for a glass of water, and the bartender pulls out a shotgun and shoots right next to his head. The guy thanks him and leaves a tip on the bar. So the question is, why the thank you? Why the tip on the bar? Because he had the hiccups. I know, it's a slow-rolling understanding of why he walked into the bar. So this joke is the joke of my rabbinate. It is. So for over 40 years, I had no idea what I was doing. And I had a certain expectation, and I think my congregants over the years had a certain expectation of what to get from me and what I was to offer them. But what I found in relationship, and I'm going to talk about present, not about the past, but at Kolami with everyone here, I have really learned that it's about relationships. I may not be, and you can talk behind my back later, you know, I may not be the best preacher. I may not know the liturgy as well as other rabbis and things like that. But what has been so important to me is my relationship with all of you, and perhaps your relationship with me. And we created an understanding of how to cure our hiccups together. And hopefully in our relationship, I taught you all something about, and will continue, Rabbi, wherever Rabbi, oh, there you are. Yeah, my newest colleague. Yeah, I'll continue to participate as the emeritus rabbi. But the thing that's been so important for me for over 40 years is to embrace Judaism. Marcia knows that I entered the rabbinate because I knew Judaism was a gem, and I didn't know what kind of gem it was and how it would inform me to be a better person and guide me. And for 40 years, I have learned that lesson, most importantly through my relationship with all of you, and hopefully you've learned from me that there is a gem in Judaism that you didn't quite understand until we came into relationship with each other. And I think that song, Cantor, that you just created with the choir for me is really reflective of what my rabbinate has been all about. So I want to thank my partner in crime, Cantor Cohen, for decades, who we have served together, Sarah Bolt, my new partner in crime, Rabbi Cohen, but also, you know, JJ and Will and Michelle and everyone else who've made this all possible. I'm so appreciative of the professional relationship, and most especially my personal relationship with each and every one of you in so many different ways. So thank you very much. And Marcia and I are staying in Tucson. Everyone comes up to us, say, okay, you're retired, are you leaving? No, we're here to stay, and we're not going anywhere, and we look to do a lot more important work, both within this intimate community and in the community of Tucson as well, because we love you and we love Tucson so very, very much. Thank you.
Don't get away that easily, Rabbi Locke. I want to call up Marcia as well. We offer you a blessing. Well deserved.
It's your bar mitzvah. From real Kohanes are giving you this blessing. This is a good thing. Like this. Yivarechecha Adonai v'yishmerecha.
May God bless you and keep you.
יאר אדוני פניו אליך ויחונך.
כן
May
יהי
God's face shine upon you and
רצון.
be gracious to you.
יישא אדוני פניו אליך וישם לכם שלום.
כן יהי
God turn to you in tenderness all the days of your life, give you the gift of wholeness, completeness, and peace.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
It's important to count the steps between leaving slavery and getting to the mountain. Today, in mystical terms, is the discipline of humility. What's our lesson for today, this day of the Omer? It's if we ourselves consider ourselves small, or other people try and make us small, then we have to fight against that. And so today, we say the blessing for the counting of the Omer, Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam, she'kedishanu b'mitzvotav v'tzivanu al sefirat ha'omer, hayom 30 yom shem 40 shvuot u'shnei yamim la'omer. Today, the 30th day, making 4 weeks and 2 days of the Omer. If you're watching online, please give us names for Kaddish, which we'll recite in a little while. And would everyone please rise on page 64 for Aleinu.
עלינו לשבח לאדון הכל, לתת גדולה ליוצר בראשית, שלא עצרנו כגויי הארצות, ולא שמנו כמשפחות האדמה, שלא שם חלקנו כהם, וגורלנו ככל המונם, ואנחנו קוראים ומשתחווים ומודים לפני מלך מלכי המלכים הקדוש ברוך הוא. ונאמר והיה אדוני למלך על כל הארץ ביום ההוא, ביום ההוא יהיה אדוני אחד, ושמו
Please be seated as we take a few moments of reflection before the reading of the Kaddish. For those who've been with us before, or if you haven't been with us before, we have a ritual that we have created here at our community. For those in the sanctuary who are saying Kaddish for a loved one this evening, if you would like to come forward and place a pebble in your hand, this symbolically reflects the impact that your loved one has had on your life. So just, you can come up, place a pebble in your hand, and place it on the table. For the rest, we just take these moments of reflection. Is it to yours? Yes. Oh, yeah. I'll be here. one of our friends at home recalls at this time for Kaddish Rachel Bat Sarah. And we recall the one laid to rest this past week, this week, Bob Booth, husband of Chelly Zide Booth, Karen Skelnick, friend of Nancy Robertson. And we also observed the Shloshim, those laid to rest in the last 30 days, Ron Isaacs, Mickey Schulman, Esther Goodman, and Betty Cornell. And again, if you hear the name of your loved one mentioned, we ask that you rise and remain standing if you can. We also observe the Yortzites, those who died at the season in years past. Edith Arnstein, Kurt Asher, Harry Bergman, Marcel Burson, Alan Binder, Michael Blackshaw, Henrietta Bloomfield, Reuben Bressler, Hannah Cutler, Leonard Dorfman, Helene Dorson, Mitch Dorson. Joseph Einhorn, Jacob Eisner, Sivia Evanchek, Milton Friedman, Meyer Gerstel, Esther Gold, Elmer Goldwyn, Myrtle Goodhart, Rita M. Henning, Mildred Ispitz, Florence Jacobson, Ed Klein, Reuben Koenig, Pearl Cosden, Fran Leff, Edward Leonard, Joseph Leuenberg, Dina Liebeskind, Ethel Malsh, Manuel Montez, Saul Nathan, Jack Newman, Pam Triber Opper, John J. Petrush, David Plotkin, Elsie Podret, Marilyn Papino, James Rich, Arthur Rowland, Bess Rosen, Belle Beebe Rothenberg, Rose Sachs, Samuel Sachs, Sarah Salonik, Janet Schlesinger, Rose Schulman, Nathan Skalofsky, Susan Smith, Lester Turner, Magda Verity, Ilse Wallman, Beatrice Weintraub, Frances Sobkin Willens, Star Wishon, Louis Wolf, and Linda Yalkowski. If there are those in the sanctuary who are saying Kaddish for a loved one, for someone who was not mentioned, you may rise and mention those names at this time. Yes, back. Thank you. Thank you. Oh, yeah. No, David's taken care of. So the Kaddish prayer is found on page 68. Page 68. Please rise. Yitgadal v'yitkadash shemei rabbah.
Amen.
V'yamad divra hirotei v'yamlik malkutei. B'chayechon uv'yomechon uv'chayei d'chol beit Yisrael. B'agala v'zman kariv v'yimru amen. Yehi shmei rabbah mevarach le'olam ulamei almaya. Yitbarak v'yishtabak v'yitpa'ar v'yitramam v'yitnaseh. V'yitadar v'yitaleh v'yitalal shmei d'kudashah b'rechu. Le'elo minkol birchata v'shirata. Tushbachata v'nechemata. Damiran bi'ama v'yimru amen. Yehi shlomo rabba min shemaya. V'chayim aleinu v'al kol Yisrael v'yimru amen. Osei shalom b'mromav. Hu ya'aseh shalom. Aleinu v'al kol Yisrael v'al kol yoshvei tevel v'yimru amen.
Go ahead.
Well, just before the closing song, just as hopefully we have attempted to help some of you find your way in Judaism and in the world, there are markers in the prayer book. We'd like for them to remain in the prayer books so that people don't lose their place in the prayer book during services.
And I'd like to ask the rabbi and the other rabbi to help with the closing song. Ready?
Oh, no, not this
Here
one.
we go. David Melech Israel, Chai Chai V'Kayam. David Melech Israel, Chai Chai V'Kayam. David Melech Israel, Chai Chai V'Kayam. Rabbi David Melech Israel, Chai Chai V'Kayam. 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 We still got it.
Never too old.
Kiddish, quick,
Kiddish.
yeah, quick
No,
kiddish.
we have announcements too?
No?
People know what to do?
Yeah.
They will know what to do. Michelle's going to come up here as
Right.
we do Kiddush.
Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam, Bari hagafen, l'chaim.
Motzi lechem min haaretz.
We give thanks to God for bread. Our voices rise in song together as our joyful prayer is said. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam, ha'motzi lechem min haaretz. Amen.
Good job.
So have a seat for a quick second. So Shabbat Shalom, everyone.
Sing something, Michelle.
Yeah, no. Okay, so this really begins a month of celebrating Rabbi Lockheim and his retirement. We have tonight as the kickoff, Sunday at the annual meeting, which I'm sure you are all attending at 11 o'clock, so you can be here to vote and make our quorum for Simon. Make the quorum for Simon. Next Saturday night, we have another event, Happy Trails. Many of you are joining us at that. There will be the trip to Israel that the Lockheims are leading, where they will have more celebrations there. So we're so happy that you're with us tonight. So we want to get some logistics and some thanks out of the way. First of all, I want to thank Mocha, led by Seth Ruskin, who has been in the kitchen all day making tonight's dinner. We want to thank Dana Adler and WKA for providing tonight's dessert. We want to thank all of the Colomese staff, inclusive of everyone on staff who made tonight possible. And that's huge, including our facilities team. They've been working since yesterday, getting everything ready for tonight. I guess we can say thank you to Rabbi Lockheim for giving us an opportunity to celebrate and to say thank you, as again we begin our time of saying thank you. So let me explain the logistics. And most of you are staying with us for dinner, so we're super excited. We have 200 people staying for dinner. It's an amazing thing. So dinner will be both in the Cy Jester Auditorium and outside in the Biblical Garden. So you can choose the indoor dining experience and the outdoor dining experience. There is a buffet line in the Cy Jester Auditorium. There's buffet in the boardroom. We tried to think of all contingencies. If we didn't, we apologize in advance. If you need help, then please ask a staff person to help you. The food is already out. It has been warming, waiting for our 15-minute program to end 45 minutes later. So with that, we say Shabbat Shalom and welcome.